Ever caught yourself in that moment, standing in front of your bathroom mirror, electric toothbrush humming away, maybe scrolling through your phone with your free hand, and wondered how on earth people managed to keep their teeth clean before all this modern convenience? I mean, we're talking about thousands of years of human history without mint-flavored toothpaste, nylon bristles, or those little floss picks we now take for granted. Hello to all of you curious minds out there. If you've ever pondered the seemingly simple but surprisingly complex question of historical dental hygiene, you're in exactly the right place today. The history of how humans have cleaned their teeth is not just a tale of innovation, it's a fascinating window into human ingenuity, cultural practices, and what people throughout time have prioritized when it comes to health and appearance. What's particularly interesting is how effective some ancient methods actually were, despite how primitive they might seem to us now. And some of the ingredients people used? Well, let's just say you might be surprised, perhaps even a little disturbed, by when our ancestors were willing to put in their mouths in pursuit of fresh breath and clean teeth. So whether you're a history buff, someone interested in traditional wellness practices, or just curious about how people lived before modern conveniences, stay with me to the end. I promise you'll discover some remarkable details about historical dental care that aren't commonly discussed, including some methods that modern science has actually validated, and others that thankfully stayed in the past. Let's begin our journey by traveling back to prehistoric times. Archaeological evidence suggests that early humans were dealing with dental issues long before written history. Examining ancient skulls shows teeth with clear signs of wear and decay, but also evidence of primitive cleaning methods. Some of the earliest dental tools discovered date back nearly 2.5 million years, small sticks that appear to have been used to clean between teeth. What's surprising is that these tools, often called chew sticks, were remarkably effective. Our ancestors would select young branches or roots from plants with natural antiseptic properties, fray one end by chewing on it, and use this improvised brush to clean debris from their teeth. The other end could be sharpened into a point for use as a toothpick. Plants like miswak or Salvadora persica, still used in parts of the Middle East and Africa today, contain natural compounds that fight plaque and bacteria. Modern studies have actually confirmed that these sticks can be nearly as effective as modern toothbrushes for mechanical plaque removal. So while our ancestors may not have understood the microbiology of dental disease, they developed solutions that worked remarkably well through trial and error. Moving forward to ancient civilizations, the Egyptians were particularly concerned with oral hygiene. Written records dating back to 1700 BC describe various tooth powders made from ingredients like crushed eggshells, pumice, ox hooves, and ashes, all mixed with water to form an abrasive paste. These pastes were applied using frayed sticks or even fingers. What's fascinating is that wealthy Egyptians actually had dedicated dental specialists, some of the earliest dentists in human history. Meanwhile, in Mesopotamia and ancient India, people chewed aromatic twigs not just for cleaning, but for freshening breath, showing that social concerns about oral hygiene have existed for millennia. If you're finding this exploration into ancient dental practices interesting and want to stay connected with more content that delves into these rarely discussed historical topics, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Every week we explore fascinating aspects of daily life throughout history that most people never think about, from hygiene practices to cooking methods to ancient medical treatments that actually worked. The Greeks and Romans took oral hygiene to new levels of sophistication. Wealthy Romans often had slaves whose sole duty was to clean their master's teeth. They used toothpicks made of metal, sometimes even gold or silver for the ultra-wealthy. Common people used wooden toothpicks and various abrasive powders. One popular Roman tooth powder included human urine as an ingredient. Specifically, Portuguese urine was considered premium due to its supposed strength. Why? Because urine contains ammonia, which does have some cleaning properties. Thankfully, this is one historical practice that hasn't made a comeback in modern natural health circles. The Middle Ages in Europe actually saw something of a decline in dental hygiene compared to the ancient world, but folk remedies persisted. People would rub their teeth with rough cloth and use mixtures containing salt, sage, and rosemary to freshen breath. Interestingly, these herbal ingredients do have legitimate antimicrobial properties, showing once again how traditional knowledge sometimes anticipated modern scientific understanding. Meanwhile, in China during the Tang Dynasty, 619 to 907 CE, people were using what might be considered the world's first toothbrushes with bristles. These were made using coarse hairs from the back of a pig's neck attached to handles of bone or bamboo. This design eventually made its way to Europe by the 17th century, though many Europeans found the pig bristles too rough and preferred softer horsehair instead. Native American tribes had their own sophisticated dental care systems, using plants like sage, cucumber root, and prickly ash bark to clean teeth and treat gum issues. Many tribes also understood the connection between diet and dental health, limiting sweet foods and emphasizing fibrous plants that would naturally clean teeth while being chewed. The 18th century marked a turning point in Western dental hygiene. In 1780, William Addis of England created what's widely considered the first mass-produced toothbrush. While imprisoned for causing a riot, Addis carved a bone handle, drilled holes in it, and obtained bristles from a guard, which he then inserted into the holes. After his release, he started a business manufacturing these toothbrushes that would ultimately become Wisdom Toothbrushes, one of the first commercial oral care companies. Around the same time, tooth powders were becoming commercially available, though their ingredients might make us cringe today. These often contained brick dust, crushed china, or charcoal, all highly abrasive substances that would indeed remove stains, but also damage tooth enamel with prolonged use. Some even contained sugar to improve the taste, ironically contributing to the very decay they were meant to prevent. It wasn't until the late 19th century that dental paste in collapsible tubes, similar to modern toothpaste, became available, inspired by paint tubes used by artists. These early pastes often contained soap for its foaming properties, a sensation we've now come to associate with cleaning power, even though the foaming itself does little for actual cleanliness. Nylon, invented by DuPont in 1938, finally provided a suitable replacement for animal bristles, creating more hygienic and consistent toothbrushes. By the 1950s, fluoride was being added to toothpaste after research demonstrated its effectiveness in preventing decay, revolutionizing dental care, and dramatically reducing cavity rates worldwide. What's particularly interesting about this historical journey is how it reveals that people have always understood the importance of dental care, even without knowledge of bacteria or the causes of decay. The social aspects of clean teeth and fresh breath have motivated people throughout time to develop cleaning methods, showing how powerful social norms can be in driving health practices. If you've enjoyed this exploration into the surprisingly complex history of something as seemingly simple as cleaning teeth, please take a moment to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever tried any traditional dental cleaning methods? Are there any historical practices from your culture that weren't mentioned? I'd love to hear about them. And don't forget to check the description for ways you can support this channel to help us continue bringing you these deep dives into the often overlooked aspects of human history. Before we part ways, I want to leave you with this thought. The history of dental hygiene isn't just about teeth. It's about human innovation, cultural priorities, and how necessity truly drives invention. From chewed sticks to sophisticated electric toothbrushes, we've come a remarkably long way, but the fundamental desire for a clean, healthy mouth has remained constant throughout human experience. Until next time, keep smiling with those clean, modern teeth of yours.